Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Good morning, everybody. Great to be back in one of my favorite communities. Just always a gift for me to be here with you through all of our last strange years together. This was a source of constancy and sort of support and regularity through all sorts of changing times all the time. And to always come back and touch base here is a joy for me, a gift. And I think we have good news that hopefully over the summer, if all stays according to plan, which we think it should, I'll be teaching Wednesday classes again over the summer. So I'm booked, I think, for July and August. I hope to see everybody there back regularly on Wednesday mornings, one of my favorite times of the week. And to do that weekly with you all again would be special, incredible, fun, and a great way to keep ourselves happy, joyful, positive over the summer. So if you've been with me before, hopefully you know my style. If you're new, welcome. We have a wonderful community here we've built over the last couple years. Started on Wednesdays, moved to Saturdays for a bit, but we'll be back to Wednesdays soon. As I said, we have a very basic approach here. We'll get started with a warm-up, just sort of moving through some slow movements to get the body happy and open and ready to work. Then we do a number of exercises out of our chair. Then we'll do a number of standing exercises that very often link up with those sitting exercises. So we're increasing the difficulty, increasing the intensity as we go, as our bodies are ready to get into those more intense movements. And then the magical piece for us here is that last 10 to 15 minutes or so of a mindfulness experience. And we rotate through different kinds of experiences. Today, we're going to practice one of those daily reviews, really essential, important, effective, helpful, grounding. If you want to get a sense of what have I been experiencing recently? What are my days like? Where is the joy coming from? Where is more maybe of the negative emotions or experiences, where are they coming from? And that'll be a great practice for us all to get back in touch with and to then use in our daily lives as we go about our busy, hectic, always changing, always variable days. And so we have a basic few approaches for us today. We love to be gentle with our bodies, listening to our bodies throughout the workout. Mindfulness is another big term. Gentleness and mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us to listen to our body, and then we're gentle with what our body is telling us, accepting what it tells us, trying to invite and bring it forward into more intensity, into sort of a deeper workout, but only as it's ready, only as it's saying, okay, I'm ready to go a little bit deeper into this exercise. And that's where the third piece comes in, adaptability. We're going to give you different versions of movements, different possibilities. You're always saying, what is the most difficult version I can be doing without being in pain, without being in discomfort, without being hurting our body or being less than kind to our body. So gentleness, mindfulness, adaptability. Those are three of our core sort of values here, how we go about our workout. And then I'll explain the moves along the way. You keep up with me, work for as long and as intensely as you can. Normally we work for about 40-second intervals, and then we take a 20-second break or so. That's the basic pattern. I'll give you some tips and cues and pointers throughout. You stick with me, and then we'll get to that nice meditation period throughout the end. But it all starts with good posture throughout. We want to be sitting upright and alert. So I'd invite you towards the front of your chair. We want to have our feet flat on the floor. Our core is engaged. We're sitting upright. Our shoulders are down and back. We're breathing deeply through our nose, exhaling out of our mouth. We're sitting nice and tall. One of my favorite cues, just imagine there's a gold string lifting you up through the crown of your head, just pulling your body up. That's going to extend that core, get those shoulders engaged, down and back, but upright and alert, feet flat on the floor. Let's just start off with a few deep breaths in through our nose. Hold for a moment. Exhale fully out of the mouth. Stomach expands on the in-breath through the nose. Holding for a moment, exhaling fully out of the mouth, and the belly button goes in towards the spine. Inhaling through the nose, stomach getting nice and big, filling that stomach with air. Exhaling out of the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Keep that nice, deep, steady breathing rhythm to the best of your ability as you can throughout our workout. We like to link up our movements with our breath. So always trying to practice towards that diaphragm breathing. In through the nose, stomach expands nice and big, out through the mouth, belly button goes back in towards the spine. It might be a little different than the way you're normally used to breathing. A lot of us breathe into our shoulders. We take a big breath in like that. That's a lot of breath practitioners, mindfulness practitioners will tell us that's not the healthiest thing for us. If you watch opera singers, for instance, they breathe into their stomach. So try that for a few more breaths here. Breathing into your stomach nice and big. Feel that stomach get big. Hold the breath for a moment. Exhaling out of your mouth. Belly button goes in towards the spine. Good. Then we like to link up that breath with that movement. So we're going to borrow a movement here from Qigong. The crane stretches its wings. So we're going to reach up with a deep inhale, turning to the side, exhaling. So we're getting a little rotation here, going both ways. Inhale, exhale out to the side. Exhale, arms coming down. Inhale, arms going up. Little turn, exhale, arms to the side. Let's do this rhythm on our own for a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale down, make it rain a little bit if you want. Wiggle those fingers. Feeling all that good energy moving about our body. Feeling the breath fill our body with life. Breath's getting deeper, body's getting warmed up here. Two more. Actually, let's go two more now, keep things even. And pause there. Good. Reaffirming our posture, reasserting our posture in between each exercise. We may get slumped over, may lose that good upright position, always reminding of ourselves of it throughout. That's part of that good mindfulness practice, mindfulness of good posture. Let's turn to warming up our neck a little bit. So let's just do half neck circles. So just coming over to one side, coming halfway over to the other, sitting upright and alert, breathing deeply. We've got big smiles on our faces throughout. We know we're giving ourselves a great gift on this Saturday morning. Just coming over halfway one way and halfway the other. And when we come over to the left side this time, pause here for a second. So left ear coming over the left shoulder, but we're still sitting upright and alert, core's locked in. Let's add a little bit of an extra stretch here, pulling the ear and the neck and the head away from the shoulder. So not yanking down so much as pulling away. Still keeping up with that good breathing throughout, good deep breathing. Let's add a little bit more of a stretch by reaching out our right arm over here, right hands. Just wiggle that wrist and those fingers a little bit. Feel the energy moving through your body. Good, and then release. Coming over to the right side here. Hanging out here for a second. Again, good postures locked in. We got deep breathing going. Big smiles on our faces. Feeling a good stretch. Body's getting warmed up, nice and happy. Let's add a little bit of a stretch here. Again, pulling the head and ear and neck away from the shoulder. Gently, as always, letting our body get warmed up, get used to the movement. Wherever your range of motion is right now, that's fine. Let's reach that left arm out, add a little bit more of a stretch. Again, turn that wrist over a little bit. See what happens when you turn the shoulder over. How does that feel? Wiggle the fingers. We've got full body awareness going the whole time. And then let's release and come down back to center. And then return sitting upright and alert, looking towards the screen. Good. Now we're going to give ourselves a big old hug. And we're going to go where the top arm is pointing. So if my right arm's on top, I'm going to turn to the left here. So we're going to take a deep breath. Turn to the left, turning hug here. As you exhale, go deeper into the stretch. As you inhale, find that good posture again. Sit upright, reaffirm your core strength. As you exhale, deeper into the stretch. Inhale, sitting upright. One more exhale, try to look a little further around. Good, and then release back to the front. Left arm going up top now, we're gonna turn to the right. Again, inhale, we reassert our posture, get nice and tall, sit tall. Exhale, we turn a little bit deeper into the stretch. So inhaling through the nose, getting nice and tall. Exhale, turning to the side. Nice big deep inhale, getting tall. Exhale deeper into the stretch. One more time. Exhale deeper into the stretch. Turning back to the front and releasing. Good, working our way down the body, just getting our body nice and warmed up, nice and happy. We're going to start to work our hips, our legs, our hamstrings here. We're going to do our favorite world's greatest stretch. So we got our heel kicked out, heels on the floor, toes pointing up to the sky. We come over at a nice gentle bend in our back, still a good flat back. My shoulders are open. My chest is facing up towards the screen. I've still got good posture. I'm supporting myself gently with my hands, but at any time I could pull my hands away. I'm supporting myself with my good core strength. Again, as we exhale, going deeper into the stretch. Inhale, find that good posture. Exhale deeper into the stretch. Let's reach our right arm up now to get a little bit more of a stretch here, stretching through the whole side. This is thoracic extension, working that middle and upper back flexibility out. Good, exhale and release, bring that arm down. Kicking out our right leg now, heels flat on the floor, toes pointing up to the sky. I'm bent over gently at my back, nice flat back. Inhale, find good posture. Exhale, go deeper into the stretch. Let's reach that left arm up overhead. Right up above my body. Nice, good flat lines in my body. Chest is still open, opening up that chest shoulder region even more deeply. Still good breathing, deep smiles. And then on the exhale, release and come back to a nice seated position. One more move to get us warmed up here, getting a little more active. We're just going to do some toe taps. So just 3 points, left, center, right. And we're just moving our leg around, just getting things going as far as you can reach comfortably. So we're still sitting nice and tall. My upper body is stable. My core is engaged. Deep breathing, big smile, same thing. And we're just going left, center, right, just getting our body warmed up, getting the blood flowing so we're ready for some more vigorous movement. One more time through on this left leg. Now let's go with the right, right, center, left, right, center, left. As far as you can go, that's comfortable for you right now. Again, you're mindful, listening to your body, being gentle with your body, pushing your body into more intense movement as it's comfortable and ready. And good, pause there. Another big tip for us on our workout group here, always drinking a good amount of water. Trying to drink water before we get thirsty. Listening to those little whispers of our body telling us when it's starting to need a little bit of a drink. That's when we take those sips of water to keep ourselves hydrated throughout. Good, that's our warm up. Again, I always say this, but you could go back and check out these videos on YouTube. They're most, if not all of them, are uploaded. You could look at that little warm-up series. It'd be a great warm-up just to throw in at the start of your day, just to get you loose and ready for the day. Mix it in throughout your day a couple times. It's a great little series, going to do a lot for you. So we got 5 movements out of our chair. First up, we're going to start off with a leg extension. We're going to throw a little twist in here. So if you're still getting warmed up and you just want to start off with the leg extension, good squeeze in the quad, that'll be fine. As you get feeling more and more warmed up, we'll throw that little twist in there to add a little bit more difficulty. We're going to get our good morning yawn movement in here. This is one of my favorites. We're reaching up above like we're yawning in the morning, out to the side, nice, big, gentle circle to start. Moving the hands, the wrists, and all the different ways they could go. Circles all over, circles at our shoulder, at our elbow, at our wrist, exploring the movement there. Next up is going to be boxer kickouts. So we're going to have our hands up in the boxer position, and we're just going to do toe taps out in front of us. If you want to add some more, if you want to add some more varied movement, you can reach out to the side, out in front, improvise with those toe taps that we just did, but we're keeping our arms up the whole time. Fourth movement is going to be our dragon dance. So we have the tail of the dragon in front of us. Starting off, palms stay together. Just a nice flowing movement to start. But then we could bring it up high, bring it down low, explore all of the movement, loosening up the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, getting everything nice and happy. And our fifth movement rather, is going to be calf raises. We love those nice, strong calves, good for balance, good for heart health, correlated to heart health. We're pushing up, resisting with our arms, pushing down and pushing up with our calves, extending up onto our toes. I'll give you more tips and cues as we go. Those are our 5 movements. We got 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Let's jump into our first leg extension with a twist in 3, 2, 1. So leg extension, just starting off with that leg extension. If you're still getting warmed up, good squeeze in the quad, hold and pause, pointing that toe up to the sky. Then if you want to get a little bit more advanced here, just adding in a twist as we do that leg extension. Working hard for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent there. Reasserting, refining, reestablishing our posture in between each movement. We take a quick 20-second break. We're going into good morning yawns in 3, 2, 1. Reaching up overhead, take it slow at first. Just explore that movement. But as you feel more and more warmed up, it turns into a nice flow, opening up the shoulders, the chest, getting the back involved, the wrist, the elbows are getting happy here. Everything's starting to feel good, getting more warmed up as we go, increasing the intensity of the movement as we go, adding a bit of speed, working the muscles a little bit harder. Again, we always have that mind-muscle connection, so we could always make it a more difficult movement just by squeezing those muscles a little bit more vigorously. Let's pause in 3, 2, 1. Excellent there. That good morning yawn, getting everything warmed up top. Next up is going to be boxer kickouts or toe taps. So again, we're just doing those basic toe taps we did to warm up. We're keeping our hands up in a good boxer position throughout. And you could start to, as you feel comfortable, improvise with a little bit more. Maybe you're going out to the side, maybe you're crossing over, getting fun with it, depending on your flexibility, your mobility, how warmed up you're feeling. You make this movement as intense as you can for yourself. So arms up, we're going in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to start off just toe taps right out in front, and then I'll add some improv and variability as we go. Having fun with it, turning it into a little bit of a dance, going out to the side now. But again, that core is locked in tight. My arms are strong, protecting my head here. We're feeling that warrior strength. We're breathing deeply. We've got big smiles on our faces. Maybe we could do some crossovers. Whatever feels good and comfortable for you at this moment. If you're still just doing toe taps out front, that's fine with me. We've got another 5 seconds of hard work on this. 3, 2, 1. Excellent there. So again, a lot of this is on you to adapt and to increase or decrease the intensity as you see fit. You get to know your body, mindful of what your body can handle, what your body likes, what your body's looking for. Our next movement, we're refining that good posture, getting sitting upright and alert. We start in prayer position, and then we start to just sort of follow the tail of the dragon here. This is out of Qigong. Let's get into this together in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the elbows are coming up. Just a nice flowing improvisational movement. Just feel all the different ways your elbow, your wrist, your shoulders can relate to each other. Turning all the joints over in different ways, exploring different parts of the movement, but keeping it flowing, keeping it gentle. We could bring it up top. We could bring it down low. We could get wider and deeper with the movements, getting all the different joints and angles involved here. Always coming back to center. Let's work for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Good work there. One more movement in our first set, then we repeat these exercises once more. We've got basic calf raises here. We're coming up onto our toes, finding the position for our feet where we can get full extension. So wherever your flexibility allows for that, we're squeezing our calf muscles and we're resisting with our arms. We're pushing down with our big arm, shoulder, tricep muscles, chest muscles, pushing back up with our calf. The calf is doing most of the work here. Arms are just resisting. Let's jump into that in 3, 2, 1. Good squeeze here, mind muscle connection, flexing those calf muscles. Increasing the resistance with your chest and arms as you feel comfortable, pushing harder, making those calves work even harder. Let's push through for 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good work there. A little bit of a longer break just to reset for a second round of those exercises. Great time to grab a drink of water. And again, we've got our leg extension, adding a twist in there to increase the difficulty. Good morning yawn, increasing the speed and the intensity as we feel comfortable. Boxer kickouts, increasing the sort of variability, improvisational sort of aspect of it there as we go. Dragon dance, same thing, getting deeper and sort of weirder and farther with the movement as we feel comfortable. Calf raises, increasing that mind muscle connection, squeezing those muscles just a bit harder as we go to increase the intensity. You're listening to your body and turning up that intensity dial as you feel comfortable and ready. So let's get into our leg extension here with a twist, starting in 3, 2, 1. Still good posture, still big smiles. Pause in 3, 2, 1, back to center. Excellent. 4 more movements. Next up in a few seconds, that good morning yawn, reaching up overhead, out to the side, exploring the full range of the movement, feeling the wrists involved, feeling the elbows involved, feeling the shoulders involved. Let's get into that in 3, 2, 1. Good posture, good core engagement on this, sitting up nice and tall, remembering that gold thread pulling us up through the crown of our head. Let the wrists move in different ways, get the fingers involved, wiggle the fingers throughout the movement. Pausing in 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Next up is going to be boxer kickouts. We got our hands up in the boxer position, nice and strong, staying steady and stable throughout. The lower body's then moving about. Starting off, just kicking out, taps out in front. Moving, adding more variety, taps out to the side and crossover taps as you feel comfortable and as you feel able. So let's get those arms up nice and strong, cores engaged, big, good, deep breathing throughout. Let's jump into that in 3, 2, 1. Again, throwing some variety in there, doing crossovers if you can. Those get difficult. They really force us to keep our core engaged here. But we got a few more seconds working hard through the end. 2 more exercises after this. Pausing in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. 2 more exercises. We got our dragon dance, then we got our calf raises. Then we're moving to standing exercises. Then we got our meditation. We're about halfway through this workout. Stick with me, stay strong, stay engaged. We're starting to feel really good right now. So we got our dragon dance starting in 3, 2, 1. Again, exploring the deeper ranges, further ranges of the movement here. Palms are staying together is the basic rule. And then just following the trail of that dragon. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Little break. And we got our calf raises. We're really bringing that mind muscle connection alive. So bringing our mind to our calf muscles, pushing up nice and strong, feeling those calf muscles engaged. Let's do that in 3, 2, 1. We'll pause in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Those are our 2 rounds of seated exercises. We're going to get up practicing good stand-up mechanics. Get up out of our chair. Now for these standing exercises, you can have the chair in front of you. If you feel like you need that support, always want to be able to grab onto that. Maybe it's a little bit to the side, whatever makes you feel most safe and comfortable in your space. I'll show you how to use the chair, but then I'm going to move the chair out of the way so that you could see me. And I'm also going to tip my camera up a little bit so you could see me as well. So now I will show you how to use this chair, where it helps out on our movements. And we got a few movements here. We got 5 movements coming up. We're going to try to do kicks over the chair. Okay. Nice, good rhythm there. If that's not working for you a little too hard, you want the extra stability, we could do kicks forward. Okay, so if you need that arm on that chair for support, that's fine. Do kicks that way. If not, the more challenging version, kicks over the chair, trying to get over that chair. Next up after that, one of our favorite movements is going to be rock the boat. We're going to start coming side to side, getting more and more up onto one particular leg. And I'll walk you through the progression on that, but we're working our calf muscle here and our balance. Next up after that, again, right behind the chair if you want, we're going to inhale our arms up overhead, squat hold for 40 seconds. Isometric hold, not doing the reps, just going down to a quarter squat, holding for 40 seconds. That's going to get some good work in. Fourth movement will be out of a nice deep crouch here, a horse stance we call it, nice and deep squat. As deep as you could go. We're going to do our dragon dance again. We're familiar with that movement. We're going to close working on our balance here. One leg up in the air at 90 degrees. I'll give you some variations as we get closer. So we're starting off with kicks over the chair. Let's get into this in 3, 2, 1. Again, if you need a little bit extra support and want to have the chair to your side, you can create a variation like that, holding onto the chair, or you could kick forward. But if you like the challenge of getting over the chair, this is a great higher level exercise. Working hard for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Next up is going to be our rock the boat movement. So you've got that chair for balance in front of you. I'm going to pull it away so you can see me. Rock the boat. We just start feeling the rock of that boat. Coming up, lifting one heel off the ground at first, and then slowly picking up the whole leg off the ground. Let's do that together, starting in 3, 2, 1. So just feeling the rock of the boat at first. Starting to come up more and more onto one foot, wherever the range of motion allows. Again, you've got that chair in front of you for support, but the hardest version of this movement is coming up onto one leg and getting that one-legged calf raise in. Working the balance, working the calf muscles. And we'll work hard through this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good work there. Next up is going to be our squat hold. Again, the chair could remain in front of you. I'm just going to show you from the side what we're looking for so you can see me nice and clearly. And what we're going to do, we'll start this together. Yep, we're right on time. So we'll start this together in 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift our arms up, breathe our arms up overhead, inhale, and then come down into a squat. Just a quarter squat, back still flat, arms are up in the air. Might feel easy at first, or maybe it doesn't, but if it does, it's going to get hard in just a few seconds. Holding that good posture, continuing to breathe in deeply. You could sink even a little bit lower if you're feeling stronger. My quads are starting to scream right now. Good isometric hold here. 10 more seconds. And stand up and pause. Let the arms come to the side. 2 more movements on our first set, then we got 1 more set, then we got our meditation. Next movement will be out of a nice deep horse stance. We're wide crouch, so keeping the legs involved here. If your legs are a little bit too tired, you need a break, you could do this from the fully standing position. I like to do it out of this nice crouch for a little bit more intensity. We're doing our dragon dance movement from here. Start to really flow with it, explore it, make it feel good and loose and fluid. Doing that in 3, 2, 1. Hard for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And our 5th movement, always love to finish with this simple balance. We want to try to get our legs, all the major joints, hips, knees, ankles, to 90 degrees and hold that for 40 seconds. You could support yourself on the chair a little bit, but try to pull that support away as you go. If that's too difficult to get up into, you could do the backwards version. So trying to lift that heel up towards the butt, holding that for 40 seconds is a good variation, but we'll start in on this in 3, 2, 1. Trying to just hold that balance for 40 seconds. Even if you can't get up into this full 90-degree angle position, even if it's only halfway, getting stronger over time. Next time when you come back, you'll just be that little bit closer to getting up and holding in this position. Simple movement, but very challenging, teaching us a lot of important skills. Isometric strength, being able to hold our body in a particular position, balance, proprioception, bodily awareness. You got that chair next to you for support if you need it. We're holding on for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good work there. We're going to take a quick little break, grab a quick sip of water. We're coming back for 1 more round of those movements. And we're starting off with kicks over. Let's get into that in 3, 2, 1. Get a nice flow, a nice rhythm with it. Again, if you need the chair, you could stand aside from it and you could do kicks forward, or you could do your own modified kicks over, just imagining that you're kicking over something in front of you. Adapt these movements as you see fit. Working hard for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Quick little break. We're going to zoom through this last set here, so we got plenty of time for meditation. In just a few seconds, we're going to do our rock the boat movement. You got the chair in front of you if you need it. And in 3, 2, 1, we'll start off. You just start off by just feeling the rock of that boat, letting your body adapt to it, moving back and forth. The boat starts rocking more and more though, but we're staying fluid and centered and comfortable. As we get more and more strong, we come up onto one leg, pressing up into a calf raise. Really challenging version is to try to hold it. That's the most challenging. You do whichever version seems hardest but most safe for you. Pause in 3, 2, 1. Good. Coming up after that, chair can still be in front of you. We're going to do our squat hold. So we inhaled, arms up overhead, down into a quarter squat, a little bit deeper if we can maybe. But the key is to hold it, arms still backing up. Good deep breathing throughout, good core engagement throughout. That's what we're looking for, starting in 3, 2, 1. Holding hard for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The arms fall to the side. Good. We got a dragon dance, and then we got 40 seconds of balance to finish this off. Stick with it, work hard through the end. Really get vigorous with these last couple movements here. Coming into a nice, wide, deep crouch. Palms coming together, starting in 3, 2, 1. Just letting the tail of that dragon lead us out of the Qigong tradition here a little bit with some more improvisational elements. So start to even get the legs involved if it feels good. Just exploring the full range of the movement. Getting us nice and loose and fluid. Working hard for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're going to work one more set for balance. I'm moving the chair over so I keep my keep the movement balanced. I'm doing the right leg on this one. Just make sure you're doing the opposite leg. Again, the ultimate hope, the hardest sort of version, is getting up at 90 degrees at the hip, knee, ankle. If you could just get it up part way, hold it for 40 seconds, that's progress. If you need to just do the back version and try to get the heel up towards the butt, that'll be fine as well. Let's hold this for 40 in 3, 2, 1. Ten more seconds here, locking it in, staying strong. Big smiles. We're giving ourselves a great gift here this morning. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now I invite you to return slowly and gently to your chair. Good time to grab a drink of water and begin to settle your mind. Invite your breath to settle down. Invite your heart to slow down. You've given the body a chance to get warmed up, loose. The blood is flowing around the body. Everything is working smoothly and easily now in the body. And now we do this last magic piece, the most important piece in a lot of ways. Everything else has been preparation for a mindfulness experience, a meditation experience. And even if it just ends up being sitting here gently, calmly, simply, quietly for about 10 minutes, that's worth its weight in gold. We all need more time for quiet, for reflection, for space, for rest. And that's what we're going to give ourselves now. And so I invite you to find a good contemplative posture. For many, that's just sitting with our feet flat on the floor, sitting upright. Hands can be resting gently in our lap or on our knees. But if you engage in a more lotus style posture, this is what I've enjoyed recently in my life. This is what feels comfortable for my body for meditation, then I invite you to that. But whatever position is good for you, I'd invite you to find that position. And we're going to practice today one of the review meditations we've done before, if you've been with me. If you haven't, if you're new here, the basic idea is it can be easy to think that we know where we've come from. It can be easy to think that we know what has happened in the past 6 hours, 8 hours, in the past day, in the past year. We think we might remember or know it all or know exactly how we got to the moment we're in. But when we take time to look, to reflect, to consider, so much can come to our mind's eye that we didn't notice or know or feel before. We can see the more deep joys we've experienced and the deeper pains and struggles. And so pausing to look back and reflect has been essential to many different spiritual traditions, religious traditions. I think of Ben Franklin, who used to sit for like an hour each day, I think, just reflecting on what good did I do today? What did I experience today? He'd give himself a ton of reflection time. In one of my own spiritual backgrounds, spiritual practices, twice a day for 15 minutes, I would just look at what happened in the preceding half of a day. And just say, where were the highs? Where were the lows? And how do I look forward? So that's the basic structure for us today. We'll spend a few minutes looking at the highs of our past day, a few minutes looking at the lows, and then we'll bring those two insights together and look forward. Where do we hope to be tomorrow? How do we hope to be? Who do we hope to be tomorrow? So I'll walk you through some prompts and some questions and some considerations. Try to look at your last day as if it were a movie. Just see all the different events and experiences and interactions. And if you get distracted, you can always return to focusing on your breath. So begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose. Allow your stomach to expand on the in-breath. Hold the breath for a moment and exhale fully and calmly out of your mouth. Now looking over your last day, I'd invite you to consider what were the highs were. Where did you feel most alive, most fully yourself? Where do you feel those qualities, those virtues you link with your deepest self? Where was joy, compassion, courage, mercy, generosity, love, peace? Where did they exist in your day? Let your mind's eye just rove over your day, considering all the different interactions. Let any memories come to mind. And consider what the highs were, where you were most fully and deeply yourself. Peer even more deeply at your day. Notice the smaller moments. Notice the moments you might not have thought of before, you might not have seen. Little interactions, little moments, little experiences of peace or joy or love. Sit with those, dwell with those for another moment, savor them. Store them up for the future, for energy, for more joy, for more compassion in your life. And then we're all human. And so we have moments where we're not fully ourselves, where we feel distant from who we hope to be, for who we imagine we are. And those might be the low moments of our day. We don't look at them with judgment or with a harsh eye, but we look at them with love and compassion and mercy. We see ourselves as a person worthy of love and compassion and mercy. But we see those parts of the day where we are not fully ourselves, where we maybe fell into fear or anger or judgment, jealousy. Whatever those feelings or experiences you associate with someone who's less than your full self. Look over your day, considering each moment. And just look at those experiences with love and joy and compassion and mercy. How did you fall into that state? What experiences led you to fall away from yourself? And just sit with those for a few minutes on your own. And then we bring those two insights together, looking at our day with love, and we consider, we set some intentions, we feel our hopes for tomorrow. In light of everything you just noticed about your day, who do you hope to be tomorrow? How do you hope to be? And just sit with those intentions, those hopes for a few moments. Let them settle into your heart and into your mind. And then we'll leave this meditation with courage and joy. And then we could close with a few deep breaths, thankful for our time together, thankful for our exercise, for the gift we gave our body, grateful for the gift we gave our mind, our heart, and our soul. And you could gently get loose or wiggle or stretch a little bit, whatever you need to do after 10 minutes quiet sitting. But as always, it's great to be with you, and I look forward to seeing you more soon. Again, I think the hope is, the plan is that I'll be online with you each Wednesday of the summer, and we'll get back to you with more specific dates soon, but it'll be a great gift for me to be with you each Wednesday again. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.